Charles Howard's meeting with the other pioneers had been a resounding success. Now that he'd carried the day, the pioneers needed a shop in which to sell their goods. By clubbing together, they had accumulated the massive sum of £28. A fair amount of money in those days. Thank you. Dr. Dunlop, a local dignitary, had a warehouse for rent at 31 Toad Lane. He was a kind and honest man, but torn between his inclination to help the pioneers and the failure of recent cooperative enterprises. Let's listen to his dilemma, sung and played by Ian Jenkins. Well, that's me. Hang on a minute. Pull me pants up before I sit down. That's the way. This then is Dr. Dunlop's dilemma. Charles Howard is a good man. I'll help him all I can. No obstacles put in his way. I'll assist him to win the day. But on the other hand, his credit is not all that grand, and if the co-op should fall, well, it's me who'll catch the cold. Others have failed in the past, now the die is cast. I have to make a decision. I don't want to thwart their ambition. So how to proceed, for there's such a growing need to feed the hungry poor. I really should open the door, but others have failed in the past, now the die is cast. I have to make a decision. I don't want to thwart their ambition, but the question has to be posed. If that door remains closed, would I continue to fret, or would it be my eternal regret? Would it be my eternal regret? Would it be my eternal regret? They're coming to see me today, and I won't stand in their way, for they deserve their chance. After all, it's our citizens' lives they'll enhance. Although others have failed in the past, the die is truly cast. I've made my decision. I don't want to thwart their ambition. I don't want to thwart their ambition. They don't want to thwart their ambition. Two of the pioneers, George Ashworth and James Tweedale, negotiated with Dr. Dunlop for a 3-year deal on the ground floor of 31 Toad Lane at an annual rental of £10. Hey. All the pioneers needed now were the goods to stock it with. Now this was easier said than done because local wholesalers still steadfastly refused to supply them. So they met in the upstairs room of the Weaver's Arms to discuss the matter and to try and find a solution which actually was remarkably simple, thanks to Mr. Smith. Please welcome, as Mr. Smith, our Morris and the choir to sing Manchester Markets.
Very carefully to all that has been said. Sometimes I think that all of you are on your head. You should know the solution staring you in the face. Get up, get out, and go to this place. Manchester Markets, Manchester Markets, Manchester Markets, it's not too far away. Manchester Markets, it's not too far away. If you want to be full and sprightly, lads could be there and back in a day. Manchester Markets are all we need to start. They are open tomorrow. I will lay supplies and bring them back in a cart. Manchester Markets, William and Sam can go. Can go with them a sprightly lad who knows who's friend and who's foe. Manchester Markets, why didn't you think of that? You'll be sitting here all evening, scratching your heads while I come back.
Good old Mr. Smith. So having resolved this problem, John Holt, William Cooper and Samuel Ashcroft set off for Manchester Markets, trundling a handcart. It was the 21st of December 1844, the winter solstice. On their arrival at the market, they loaded the cart with flour, oatmeal, sugar, butter and candles, which cost them the princely sum of £16, 11 shillings and 11 pence. They bought the candles because, to add to their woes, the gas company had refused to supply the shop. But let's listen in then as they prepare to lead the market with their purchases. Please welcome our intrepid heroes to sing 4 Candles. I know, we were there first, we're in 1844, just remember. But it was made into a TV sketch some 130 years later by the 2 Ronnies, just in case you're wondering.
John, you've got the list. Be sure there's naught we've missed.
Right. Flour. Check. Butter. Check. Oatmeal. Check. Sugar. Oh, bugger!
What?
We've only got 1 sack.
Don't worry, lad. It'll be heavy enough when you're pushing it back. We've got all we need. Now we can proceed.
No, I've just remembered. We've got no gas to light the shop. I've got it.
He's got it.
If he hasn't, I'll give him what for.
What for?
Yes, 4.
On their arrival back at Toad Lane, the pioneers stopped their shop with the goods that they'd pushed back over 10 miles. At 8 o'clock that very evening, they took down the shutters and the Rochdale Equitable Pioneers Society were in business and staying in business. Hurrah! Hooray! Oh, it's better than that. Hurrah! Hooray! That's not that good. It was a time for change. In 1830, the world's first passenger railway had opened between Manchester and Liverpool. By 1861, the first recorded train spotter, with a foot on it, a 14-year-old girl, was taking down the numbers of the the train's going into Paddington Station. And I was told the other night that her name was Anne O'Rack. It's not gone down well, ain't it? Don't know why I bother. I won't do it tomorrow, no, thanks for it. Not it tomorrow. In 1838, Isengard... See what you've done now? Breaking these teeth in for Rob. Hang on a minute. In 1838, Isambard Kingdom Brunel's Great Western steamship had crossed the Atlantic in 15 days. And John Stringfellow, don't make up your own jokes, was testing the world's first aeroplane. See, what to do with nightclubs. Now, the working class were finding a voice at last. And to reflect all of this, please welcome Nick and Adam and the whole cast to sing A Time for Change.